Can you hear us now?
We can now.
Oh my goodness, we all failed.
We all failed.
Epic
fail.
As you were just talking about horrible YouTubers.
Epic fail.
Epic.
Can you hear us now? He says you can hear us now.
There you go.
Well, I don't know if he's in the bag. Yeah, I think he is. Well, I suppose we're doing poor man's fajitas. We'll start all over, huh?
Well, we'll
Almost.
Out in the final cut, I guess. But
Yeah.
if anybody's there, yeah. No,
Yeah. Yep. Now you got audio though.
Now we got audio.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad. So, poor man fajitas. There's just a little bit of sausage here. We used 3/4 pound of sausage. Round in the pan. Pepper, Cajun seasoning. Taco seasoning. Stirred in all the peppers, all the onions, all that stuff. Then added the water, and it's cooking down right now, and it's almost done.
Yes.
And we were just having a big long discussion with no audio about how horrible of YouTubers we are.
Which, you know, perfect. Perfect.
So, and this is just about done. So,
Careful.
I'm being careful.
Brad says told you he'd see you later.
I know. Brad, did you realize what time it was when I left your house?
Late.
I just got home not very long ago, and it was really, really cold on that house.
For bringing her back out here, yes. I'll read the comments to you guys.
Honestly, Brad, and he'll tell you this, I'd probably be more mad, but I don't wash my bike as much as he does. So.
This is an inside joke, so anybody else that's watching our YouTube won't get the joke. But Brad's gonna get the joke. After all that Kentworth and all that talk about that black thing in that Kentworth, I came home.
He said that.
And I was glad that he didn't make it home earlier so we didn't have to
This is what
go.
was on the counter, Brad.
Oh my.
Hope you enjoy.
No. Oh.
Anybody that doesn't get that joke,
You
fill
don't-
in the blank,
yeah.
You got the joke.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Children.
And he didn't make it home before dark, so we didn't go through the stairs. And I kept walking around the house going, I'm glad we didn't go to the stairs because it hurts to walk today. And then he walked out and that was on the counter. Oh, are we done?
No, I think we're pretty close to
Okay.
the food's done. We're not done. Food's
Yeah.
Okay, go.
You guys can get some food. What? Oh, Emmett is just beside himself and wants to tell his three-wheeler story. And this is back to our whole of how we're horrible YouTubers and did not film the three-wheeler episode. What's really sad about this is they even brung out the camera to film with and sat it right next to the three-wheeler. And then we didn't film the three-wheeler episode.
I feel so bad that we didn't. So I bought a three-wheeler for $100. I keep on forgetting to look at them. But so what we did was take out a three-wheeler that was meant for parts. So we bring that in, and we took as much as we could off that, and took as much as we could off that, and put on my three-wheeler. It's a 125 from what, 19 something?
84?
Yeah, 84 or 7. And we took it, and that's a 110. We took as much as we could. 110 parts, yeah. and we tried to put as much as that onto my three-wheeler, but what was really taken out of it was the high and low range. High and low. So what we did to that, take it apart, took the one gear was all messed up. The dogs were taken
Wait,
off.
let me take a second, and I'm gonna fill in a few blanks, and then you stay right there.
talking about when he said the
So-
what?
Right. So he buys
Dogs.
this 3-wheeler that the neighbor kid bought last year, and asked me, because we have old 3-wheelers, and so the neighbor kid asked me if it was a good deal when he bought it for $150. I was like, yeah, old 3-wheelers are going about $1,000 these days. So he decided to sell it because he's going to college, and he never put it together, and it was broken with high-low range stripped out of the transmission when he got it. And anybody that knows 3-wheelers, the high-low range is separate from the transmission. It's like a little sub-transmission on the side of it. And so he never even wrote it. So Emmett wanted to buy it, and I said it was okay if he bought it, or to put together. This piece of junk, and I mean piece of garbage, shows up. It's funny now because Dad made it run. Wasn't funny when Dad seen it. I mean, it looked horrible. 3 different tires on it, 3 different sizes.
Dad.
Like, it's a piece of it was a piece of garbage. It showed up, and it
Got
didn't.
it.
And the possibilities of this thing running were like, meh, let alone riding it.
Well, the front tire's out. The light was good. The back light was terrible. Of course, the air filter was taken off. Gone. Yeah, missing. And
How about the pull start?
oh yeah, the pull start. The recoil gone, the cover gone, the rope gone, the handle gone, everything gone for the pull start. Everything that needed to run.
By my standards, it was sketchy.
Indeed.
So it showed up here at
9.
noon or 1 or 2 in the
Yeah.
afternoon. We rolled it out back to work on it at 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And by 4 in the morning, what were you doing, Emmett?
Riding it around.
It's a little impressive.
So what we did to fix the high and low range was, of course, we took it apart. We took both gears off. The one was stripped out to whatever you want to say. It wasn't even there, dead, destroyed. The low range gear was perfectly normal, but the gear to switch it from high and low was torn apart, missing, dogs gone, everything. So what we did was, now it only runs in high range. So what we did was welded both of the gears together to make it run, and then put 2 hose clamps around it with cardboard underneath the hose clamps and put it back together.
So I know not a lot of people are gonna have a big interest in 3-wheelers, but for anybody that might ever mess with an old 3-wheeler that has high-low range and it's broken, the sprocket gear is the inside gear closest to the transmission, and then the engine gear is the one closer to the outside. And that gear is also the one that rides on the shifting fork that moves in and out. And that gear has 3 or 6 holes in a ring on it. And then the sprocket gear has 3 dogs on it. And that outside gear that has the circle on it with the 6 holes on it was shattered, was blown, was gone. So what we did was, instead of buying a gear set and everything, Cause he weighs a whopping 80 pounds anyways.
83, 84.
Okay, 84 pounds. Soaking wet.
Mhm.
So, at any rate, we're like, high range would be just fine. I mean, so we took the 2 gears and just welded them together, so it's just locked in high range. It has no low range now. But the nice thing is, I set the gears on the shaft and we did weld them, and we tacked it and tacked it and tacked it in a couple different spots and made sure that they would still slide off. So even though it's all the 2 gears are all welded together, they slide off both shafts right now. If you bought a replacement gear set, or if he gets around to buying a replacement gear set, a whole gear set, ship fork and everything, all he's gotta do is slide the 2 gear, take the 2 hose clamps off, slide the 2 gears off, and the hose clamps are just on there for spacer so that gear, because the shifting fork's gone, so you don't want it to move, so it's keeping everything aligned in there. But take the 2 hose clamps off, slide the gear off, and slide another gear set in there, and he's got high and low range.
Engine.
The engine runs, the carburetor's cleaned. It was just one thing after another. The electric start works. Needs a battery, but the electric start now works.
Forgot to add
He's
that.
literally down to
A recoil
a recoil.
and the air filter and the seat pan.
Yeah, the airbox is missing, so yeah. And the seat, so they have the seat pan.
It's sketchy.
We got his seat pan on, so on them ATCs, you have a seat pan, the foam, and then the cover. And the seat pan's metal, so everything attaches to that, and the vinyl pulls around. It pulls to the metal, and it's got little tabs on it, and his is just rusted right to nothing. But I'll make a video of this you make a video of this when I do it. We're gonna fiberglass it. Because there's still enough of it left, kind of, to use as like a fiberglass mold. So I'm just gonna take fiberglass and lay over it and make.
Also add some screws to screw it down and everything.
Right. Well, no, because the
Oh
studs
yeah.
are in the
I
pan.
forgot that.
Right. So we're gonna make a fiberglass seat. So we'll do a video on that, on how to save a seat pan. We were just gonna order a seat pan because ATC Heaven offers them.
Except for they were out of stock.
Due to supply chain issues, they don't have any. So now we fiberglass.
It's not our fault it doesn't have a seat pan.
Right. And if anybody that ever watches that has any kind of old ATC or anything out there that has a ripped seat, we'll put duct tape on it right now.
Yeah.
Because having that foam exposed, what happens is the water goes through the foam, goes down to the metal seat pan, and
Rusty's.
rusts out your seat pan. So, and then you gotta find a seat pan.
That's not fun.
And it's hard to find seat pans for a bunch of that old crap.
Good job, honey.
So that was the ATC Adventure.
Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you want
Don't
to
buy
call
anything in that bad a shape again.
it. Might.
You leave it to Dad. I'm about to go buy a semi that's in that shape. Maybe.
Probably not. But maybe.
Let's go.
Honey,
Yes.
how excited are you about a semi? Can you give me your excitement in 5 words or less?
Not really, because there are no words that can express.
That and 5. That one's pretty good, Mom. I like that.
Best.
if you were watching the video when he said about the semi, buying a junk semi, you can hear my excitement and the look on my face.
Wait, what? No.
They can see your
I think they could, cause I was there behind you.
Here's my, there it is. Oh, he asked me today when I was gonna get a new set of divorce boots. And I said I'd have to get divorced again, and I don't wanna do that.
Oh, shoot.
I gotta go get the divorce boots, cause they're too awesome.
Lord help me.
You have divorced it. That sounds scary.
I
Oh, you'll hear
know.
the story in a minute.
I don't want to hear
I
it.
want to hear the story in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
How stupid it was.
I just don't wanna ruin.
Oh.
Yeah, the divorce boots. The kids don't even know about that. They don't know. Right? Oh, this is like, I gotta turn the camera for this. The divorce boots. Here,
No.
we can go this way.
Uh-oh.
No, they gotta see the food real quick.
The divorce group.
They gotta look at that.
There's the food. So, here, I'll even hide them for a minute before I show them.
Kind of.
So, years ago, I got divorced. I was very depressed. And my mom wanted to cheer me up and make me feel better. And she showed up one day and literally said, anything you want, let's go get it, let's go pick
You know
it
what?
out.
You know what I think about when you start telling this story?
No,
What's her name? Now I can't think of his name and I should know his name. I want to sing the song. Go ahead, finish your story.
freedom.
Nope. Finish your story. Finish your story.
Look, I didn't need nothing, and, I mean, realistically, except for a new pair of work boots. And I literally said, I need a new pair of work boots. And she said, let's go. And 20 years ago, well broken, well worn, she bought me the boots. And ever since that, these have been known as the divorce boots. And
Nancy Sinatra says these boots are made for walking.
they walk through like
That's what they've done.
2 sets of soles. They've been sewn together right now. This was like flying out like the truck that I'm looking at skirting was, just flopping in the breeze. So I took wire for the wire welder and tied it back down, and I can tell you what.
He's getting buried in those. I'm gonna put them on his feet.
Hey, they've outlasted that marriage by like 5 times right now. And they were far cheaper.
Yeah.
The divorce boots.
Yep.
We can't get a new set of boots. I have to get
Danny says there's no soccer material on them yet.
right. I love those boots. They are comfortable. Although, if we put the truck on the road, which I guess it's not no secret, because anybody reading our comments will know who we're talking to. But if we put a truck back on the road, we might have to order not a set of divorce boots, but we might have to get a set of boots. I think honestly, I think that if I put a truck on the road with you guys, I should just get like a set of boots.
That story is now gonna leave my head.
Yeah. Brad, that story just gets stuck in your head?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep. Well, they're not work boots because everybody's got work boots. So if you get another set of boots, they're not divorce boots. What are you gonna call them?
I mean, I guess there's so many ways that divorce boots could mean so many things. Like, you know, like it does mean like moving on. It means like out going to work and getting on with life. Like, you know, maybe that is the secret to being happy after your divorce.
Which is why
Is a
every
good pair of boots.
you know, I think that's how Nancy Sinatra felt.
Maybe.
Lord, Lord.
You know, a man can do anything with just a good pair of work boots. You can conquer the world if your feet are comfortable.
Until the soles are ripped out.
Whatever, the soles are ripped out of those, they're just fine. I've been wearing them things. I'm wearing them things forever. I am wearing them when they're burying me with them boots. I hope.
Boots and your favorite blanket.
You know, I think the casket has to be fully open so everybody can see that I'm wearing the boots
Mhm.
when the time comes.
Mhm. Okay.
Man, we have
Oh,
deviated off course from three-wheelers and
I guess you need high water boots for boats. I mean, I don't know how that relates at all.
well, I know that
Boots for
this
boats.
channel's really not a trucking channel.
No.
But for our boat people, you gotta understand, when we put a truck back on the road, that just opens up the possibilities for boats that we could go and get.
My head hurts.
You're hurting mom, dad. Yeah, and it can open up to a lot of divorce. Or not.
Oh. Yeah. We can go get that Coast Guard boat that I found. Where was that at?
We have too many boats. You know what I was saying? We have too many boats.
Where was the Coast Guard boat, Kate?
I don't remember where the Coast Guard boat is, but it's saved in my Facebook listings. And it's like a 1940s little Coast Guard looking tugboat. It's all steel. It's cool.
Oh, so you're giving me your boat? Yes, she is. I get her boat and she gets the Coast Guard boat.
No, because you have 3 boats. I'm just catching up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to be overloaded and
The Coast Guard boat is my dinghy.
Mom.
oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I was saying? We have too many boats in nighttime.
I gotta have a dinghy.
Oh, go. Whoa, we gotta go get a rowboat.
You know, I know how over the top enthusiastic you am that I might put a truck back down the road. But, you know, when I am in that mode, because it's different modes of sailor, trucker,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
That's when I find all the little diesel engines and stupid stuff like that. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Brett. Where are we at?
What?
I can't read it.
Boat equals breakout another 1,000.
Mm-hmm. But like, you know, instead of like a couple little 4-cylinder diesels or something, it could be like a couple 671s, you know. Who knows what diesels lie.
Where?
Matter of fact, I know where there's a Yanmar 2-cylinder that's caused nothing but the owner headaches and grief. I know that hell yeah wasn't for that two-cylinder Yanmar. Oh, that, well, no, I think, did you change the engine on that once too? Didn't that get an engine? I think that did get an engine.
Got a 3-cylinder.
Was it? Oh, I thought that was only 2-cylinder.
Dad, when we have enough money and you want to buy something big, you can buy it for you.
I don't want a freighter.
That's pretty too much.
I don't even know if I want a truck. Brad, you missed it. She was so happy to hear the stories of the white Kenworth.
Where's the triangles, Brad?
Oh my, no.
Yeah, where are they?
You want to ask Kevin?
Right?
Kevin.
Yeah, because Brad didn't have it. That was Kevin was driving that truck when he had to find the triangles and opened the box and got the big black surprise.
Made your day, didn't it, Kevin?
I don't think he's watching.
Yeah, I don't think so either. How do you go back to work after that? How do you get back in that truck after that?
I mean, at that point is when I would be like, okay, where's the black light?
Yeah. You don't want to.
don't want
No.
to.
You just don't get back in the truck.
Because when you turn on the black light, things probably show up on like the steering wheel, the shifter.
The orange triangles, wherever they're at. we have just went.
I will never look at a box of emergency triangles in a semi the same way ever again after hearing that story.
Oh.
From now until the end of time, I see one of those emergency road boxes. Now I'm always going to wonder, is there triangles in there? Is there really triangles in there?
Do you have the balls to open it?
Or are the balls in there?
Why?
Oh. I think we have to rate our show tonight after this.
Kevin is going to have to come on one of our shows. Because
Oh.
that story of where the, what was it, appendage came from.
Yeah. Too much.
You know, I always used to say, do you know what the difference between a sailor and a pig are? And the punchline to that is, there's some things even a pig won't do. But we might have to expand that over to trucking.
Brad says we're good at PG-13. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, way.
man. Good job on everything. How did they taste?
Oh, they're really good.
Too spicy?
Nope.
No, perfect.
Everybody's
Well,
happy?
my-
Perfect.
Yeah, they were good.
Good. So, we learned something tonight, at least I did. And that is that if you turn up the volume on this phone right here, and you don't hear noise coming out, that you should check and make sure that all of your wireless microphone equipment is turned on.
Yeah.
Because I checked when we went live. I'm like, oh, well, I'm not hearing nothing. Well, that must just be a delay or something. Nope. No, we forgot to turn on the microphones. Not the part we were wearing, but the receiving
yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Oh, like I said, we're not very good YouTubers.
Nope.
So, we just need the truck. Are you ready, Owen?
For what?
Well, I mean, everybody has seen what a great mechanic you are. And I think since you have gotten down boats and pulling boat engines and repowering boats and changing stern drives and wiring boats,
Yeah.
and since you know boats pretty good now,
Mhm.
I think we will print you a certificate that says Owen Merc Cruiser Certified Boat Mechanic.
Yeah.
And you can hang that hat up and it's time for you to get a new hat out. Cummins N14, Kenworth trucks.
I think I just seen a tear roll down his cheek.
I'll volunteer.
Oh, we have a volunteer.
I know better.
Emma, you can only help if like you can physically like pick up the tire. The tire is way more than you.
Tire's like 100 pounds.
You could just like you could fit in a super single and use it as a hammock.
Yes,
Hey,
you
babe.
could.
Owen is excited.
No,
What do you mean
I'm
no?
not ready. No, I'm not prepared.
Your new best friend in the whole wide world is the air greaser.
Yes, that sounds fun.
He just said it sounds fun. You remember that? We're down there bitching in the shop.
What, Abby?
He said it sounded fun.
Well, sounding the same as doing.
Book with no pictures.
Owen, I'll buy you
In the
two.
whole world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
that
what
made me
I
feel
said.
good.
So, well, what everybody missed in the beginning was the story. Are you filming while I finish eating this? Of what I was started.
Well,
I'll get to it.
Owen can fill it in because Owen knows the. Come here about the starter on your Pinion. What we were talking about of the starter on your Pinion.
Okay, wonderful people. So, there we go. So, we went down to launch my boat.
We're horrible YouTubers for not filming any of this story. Now
It-
explain.
Very true. Anyway, so we go down to launch my Pinion for a nice little boat ride around the lake to the marina. And as we put it in the water and I get ready to start it, instead of it engaging and rolling over, all we heard was wing. And that was it. Just nothing else. It just spinning freely. And we both thought there was like two conclusions. Either the flywheel was missing teeth or it wasn't engaging in the little sprocket pushing it out onto the flywheel. So we pull it back out. It's on the trailer. We take it out back, and I pull the starter off. Probably 2 days later, take it out back, and the whole assembly to push the sprocket out onto the flywheel was just fine. It's perfectly fine, but the shaft connecting the little sprocket or whatever, the shaft had snapped completely right off. Just snap.
So the column from the Bendix to the rotor was just disconnected.
Yeah, from the Bendix to the rotor just snapped right through the middle. So, our handiwork, we rig up.
I told you I took the batteries out of it last week and put them in the charger. I swear I did.
Anyways, so with our handiwork, we take pieces of wood and we make the V to hold the starter and we line it up as close as we can together.
Get batteries out of it.
And
So the whole time. Really? The whole time. Oh, I bet they heard me good. With no freaking batteries in it.
You guys don't understand. I told him before we started, he's like, I bet nobody took any batteries out of any of the wireless microphones. And I says, I took 2 batteries out of one of them. He's been walking around using it with no batteries in it at all. So I hope you guys heard him just fine.
hopefully. Anyways.
Keep going.
Anyways, we have our 2 pieces of wood set up. And
This is YouTube sabotage. That's what this is.
Brad says I heard you just fine. You're good.
anyways, we have our 2 pieces of wood set up. And we tack weld the shaft together once or twice, bend, hit with a hammer, straighten out as straight as we possibly can. And it's just one of those things where you don't think
I'm just
it's gonna
practicing
work.
for next week.
It's just one of those things that you like know it's not gonna work,
Oh.
but you just might as well try. But we tack weld it, we hit it with a hammer, we bend it as straight as possibly can, and then we just weld the whole thing straight through it, around it like 3 times. And we put it back together, we hook up a battery pack to it, it spins, it has a tiny wobble to it. And it's just one of those things that you think you're just gonna put it on there, it's gonna go snap. Well,
It was.
but instead, we put it on there, and it rolled right over and started up.
It's one of those cases, though. If you had needed it, if that was the starter that was taking you to and from work 7 days a week, and you needed that starter to work, and you welded it together, it never would have worked.
That's
But
true.
because it's on his decrepit old piece of garbage cow boat out there, it'll probably work for the next 20 freaking years.
Yep. That's how they all go.
I still can't believe that. I can't believe it worked. It just kind of.
It's pretty impressive.
So between Emmett's junk 3-wheeler, I don't even want to know what he's saying. I can hear it in the back of my head.
Hey, babe. Did you fix the dishwasher?
There's nothing wrong with the dishwasher.
He's right. There's nothing wrong with it. It works great when it's hooked up.
This stupid thing, though. This thing right here.
Yeah, that thing was a disaster.
I can't even see it.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, they can't see it.
Oh, but they can in a
Hold it
minute.
up, Owen.
I got it. That stupid thing right there. That little sprayer. That has got to be the 6th or 7th one of those
At least.
little sprayers that
At
we
least.
bought. And they just blow apart. They blow apart. And before anybody says anything,
You see the handles off of that one, but a lot of the times it just starts leaking from the front and just dripping down. Some of them, like 3 of them, the handles have blown off of them, and
Blown.
yeah.
We don't mean.
No, but yeah.
These are some good tackles.
Water hammer.
did somebody say it already?
No.
Don't encourage them because somebody's gonna because that's what's coming. Well, you need a water hammer thing, and I got one. There's one at the end of the line.
We even tried making sure the water, the faucet was on when we release it to help release some of the water hammer, even with the thing on the end of the line. No.
And we don't have much pressure up here. Like we don't have like people with well water have like 60 pounds or something. We got like 30 pounds of water pressure, and the damn thing just blows apart, starts leaking. So what the hell?
Oh,
Yeah, this is one of the better for you.
yeah, they're good.
These are some good.
They're good.
Wash my plate.
We make them enough, they ought to be good every single time.
Mm-hmm.
They are good.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Are we going to be able to take the live show to the shop
Ooh.
out at Brad's on a Friday night?
Mm.
Oh,
Emmett's all for it.
Abbott's on it.
He is out in the little front bedroom and all you heard from there is yes.
Yeah. Dinner and a tire. Dinner on a tire. We could all sit on tires.
Yeah. Dinner on a tire.
What? Maybe we can like get an old semi hood and make it like a grill and one of those. What was that? Gone in 60 Seconds at the end where they got the car hood grill. But we could do like A pig roaster. With a semi hood that opened.
Oh my god.
Dad, you should make the hood open up in the front.
18 and over.
Yeah, that show would definitely have to have
A rating.
a rating.
Not made for kids. Well, we're already not made for kids.
Only if Kevin's gonna be there.
18 and over only.
Only
I'm
right.
gonna go to the back.
That's all I could eat.
Yeah, but the thing is, none of us are like twisted, whatever. It's just, it's the things that we run into in the world,
Yeah.
Just look at our first video.
especially when you're trucking.
Zebra edition.
Mm-hmm. You just run into the thing. I have.
Oh. He related that to, it's just like Hot Tub Edition, Hot Tub, CSI Hot Tub Zebra Edition, when you're referencing the world.
I didn't tell Kevin that story.
No, but that's a good one.
That's a good
Just
story.
go flip all the way back to the beginning of the videos on YouTube and you'll see. Or just search it, CSI Hot Tub Zebra Edition.
That is the story.
But you gotta watch the whole video, not the short. You gotta watch the video.
That is the story that now we have a YouTube channel.
You're right.
Because fixing hot tubs is not exciting.
That one was.
I cannot.
That
believe
one was
that
special.
our first YouTube video, actually. I mean, technically it wasn't, but that was our first like.
Oh no, that was the video. That was,
Well, yeah, the test
that-
video, but yeah.
but that was
the video.
that. No, because the test video was after that. We
Yeah.
actually shot
That
Oh,
that
yeah.
out in the garage and was like saved on a phone
Right.
for quite a while. And it's like, you know,
We just throw it up there and see what happens.
this has to go on YouTube. When he pulls that underwear out of that pump.
Well, don't ruin it. He was gonna
Oh.
go back and watch it. You totally just gave it away.
Oh, I'm not giving it away because there's some things that words can't describe. Who killed a zebra? What? I'm pretty sure that hot tub came
For the
from.
viewers, if you want to know what's going on and you want to be part of the joke, go watch the video.
The hot tub must have come from Ted Nugent's. Probably shot that with a bow. Thump. There she blows. All right,
Wow.
please hold those up. Those were capable of tonnage. I've seen what a super single could hold. I'm pretty sure that was a set of duels.
That was cool.
If we only had 10 more hot tubs like that one, we'd have something.
No, thank you.
What I can't believe is that he didn't believe that that was underwear.
I didn't believe that was underwear. He was all about it. I was like, there's no way. There's no way.
Oh yeah. For sure.
He was right.
Somebody killed the zebra.
Oh, good times. Good times.
Oh.
How'd they get even stuck in the pump?
That's one powerful pump. She was just sitting there and whoop,
You know,
her underwear was gone. I'm sure that's the story he told his wife. She had underwear on.
it's like that scene from Tommy Boy
when the new young boyfriend that's the brother or the husband is sitting in the mail room and he leans up against the thing that sucks the mail up and sucks his shirt tight and it just and he's just sitting there with his shirt chest and his shirt's gone.
Sure, that's how the underwear ended up in the pump.
Oh God.
Oh. Well, till next week, we do need to get. So it's about time to winterize boats and start stacking everything away. Oh, it's always. Oh, I don't think we announced it, but we are supposed to go look Sunday. What? What? What was that look for? I'm not spending money.
That's the worst part here. That's the worst part.
It's a free boat.
I'd rather have the semi at this point.
Without me. You're looking at another people without. I need to be here to judge this.
You want the semi too.
Do you see the other free boats sitting out there right now?
That free boat out there is about to look a whole lot better.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go now.
This one's actually laying in the grass next to the trailer. But he said he'll help drag it back up on the trailer with a tractor.
We're on our way to Barnum and Bailey's Circus on the Water. That's how that goes.
Drag.
We will film because we're gonna go get another boat. I don't.
Good luck.
It might run.
It's gonna have a hole in the
What
bottom.
happens in it?
I think it has the Iron Duke in it. He wasn't sure, but I think it's got the.
So we can talk that.
We could swap that out with that. Here, you might want to be mic'd so everybody can hear you. No, just hang on to it in your hands. They can hear you. Okay, so the story goes real quick. This is the short version of what he told me. He went down, he got the boat. It was supposed to be a nice boat, right?
Yep.
And he got there, and the motor's frozen and it's got a broken spark plug.
It's a literally history repeating itself right now. It's gonna be number 2 out there.
For how long, Owen? How
Until
long is it gonna be out there?
for much longer. I don't know.
I got a boat for you finally, Brad.
Feel our pain.
Do you see this? Do you see this? I'm stress eating.
So, hey, don't let it be said that we don't come full circle on this channel back to our core values of boat.
Yes.
We will go get another one just so we have something to film.
We got something to film.
It's another chapter in the story. Nobody wants to just read the same thing on page after page. There's a little bit of conflict is good in any story.
Conflict.
Dad.
You gotta think about that.
Dad. The boat hoarders.
The boat orders. Hey, you think that YouTube channel name is taken? and with that, minus some technical difficulties there, and hopefully this one. See, I'm not even looking. Hey, look, this microphone's still on. Wow, small miracle.
Wow.
With that, we're gonna call it a night, and we need to rest because there's trucks and boats and trucks and trailers and.
Thanks, Brad.
I don't know what you just said, Brad, but she said thank you. We're gonna call this one a wrap and get on out of here.
Yeah.
And until next week, and hang around, come back just to see. Do we have another boat? Do we have a big semi?
If we have both, there's too
Do
much
we have
happy.
two semis?
If there's that
Two
much.
semis would be double happiness, and Brad knows I love double happiness.
We did get a lawnmower.
Oh,
Did you guys drag home another lawnmower?
He told me to, so I was running home pushing a lawnmower. It looked like I was stealing a lawnmower.
Brad, do you need a lawnmower?
Brad, did you see the look on his face? Now he knows how I feel.
Right?
Can't believe
T
it.
2000 twins.
If we can find a third one, we can do red, white, and blue. What's wrong over there?
Everything.
She wants to say something, but she's got a mouthful of food. But she really wants
Yeah.
to say something.
Are you setting up for 2024?
Well, yeah, you got to be ready for when the Don comes back. Dun dun dun. We are gonna make trucking great again.
That quote.
I don't think that's how the guy that got in that truck felt when he went for his triangles.
He was when he opened that triangle box, he was living that dream. You wanted to go trucking, and you got everything that goes along with it.
Yep.
Okay, you guys. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Till next
See you
week.
next Friday.
You know,
Yep. See ya.
bye bye. Can you see which button to push up there?
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Yep.